Okay, so I'm going to start off by showing you how to solve an algebraic problem that involves addition. And here we have x plus 5 equal to 11. So if we think of the equal sign as a balance, as we've done a lot in class, then we know that the left side of the equal sign has to equal the right side of the equal sign. So we're going to use that piece of information to our advantage here, and we're going to treat it just like the scale in my example here. If we were to add, and I do say the word add, a negative 5 to the left side, if this is still going to be equal, we're going to have to do the exact same thing to the other side. Otherwise, we would have an imbalance and the scale would not be equal. Why do we add a negative 5 on the left side? Well, what's the consequence of adding a negative 5? The consequence is that we will isolate the variable, and that's always going to be our goal, is to isolate the variable x. We want to know who the x is, and that means we have to get rid of what's next to it. In this case, what's next to it is a positive 5. So we're adding a 5 to this x. And to get rid of it, I need to find its arch enemy, which is the negative 5. What's the consequence of saying 5 minus 5? Well, it will give me a 0. But again, if I do this to the left side, I must do the same thing to the right side in order to keep these scales balanced. The consequence of that again, x plus 5 minus 5 will be x plus 0, which, as our goal is, to isolate the x and get the x all by itself. Doing that, we find out that 11 minus 5 is equal to 6, which is, in essence, the answer to the question here. So we now know that x is equal to 6. Now, to check our answer, we're going to go back and we're going to do a left side, right side check. We're going to rewrite the original equation. So on the left side, we have x plus 5. In a minute, you're going to see the 11 on the right side. You don't use the equal sign here. So what did I say the answer was? X equal to 6. So we're going to replace the x with the number 6. So we get 6 plus 5. And what is 6 plus 5? We find out it's 11. So my left side is equal to 11, and this being from the original left side with our answer. And the right side, again, the original question here was 11, and we find out that our left side equals our right side, which means we know we're right.